the American economy was systematically built. It is today that our best work can be done, and not some future day or future year. It is today that we can look at ourselves and see clearly who we are. It is today that we fit ourselves for the greater usefulness of tomorrow. Welcome to all in this United Nations International Year for People of African Descent, as we boldly tell our story on these sacred grounds, a story for Richmond, a story for the world. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Bell, and thank you to Dr. Martin, as well as the Franklin Military School. At this time, we will have a statement of purpose, and the statement of purpose will be given by Reverend Benjamin Campbell, who serves on the Executive Committee of the Richmond Slave Trail Commission. Like Janine, Ben has been involved with the Richmond Slave Trail Commission since its beginning. He is also the pastoral director of Richmond Hill. Please join me in welcoming Ben Campbell.
Thank you. Wow. I need to mention, first of all, a woman named Nancy Jo Taylor, a great oral historian of Richmond, who in 1992 began to tell some of us in the city about what she knew about the unmarked sites of African American history in this city. She made a list of them. And as a result of her list, and through the work of Open the Cities, Richmond Hill, and the Lakewood Folklore Society, we actually had a history walk through Richmond in 1993. Janine and I spent an awful lot of time together in that. Out of that came the appointment of a slave trail commission by the city. Saad El-Amin was critical in the beginning of that. Honorable Dolores McQuinn really came in and helped us make this thing work, and it has just been moving ever since. We never could have imagined a day like this 18 years ago when this began. The flag gave me chills today because this flag is a prophetic sign. It has never fully been realized in this country what this stands for. 5 blocks up that way, in 1775, Patrick Henry said, "Give me liberty or give me death." Over here, Jefferson, who said all men are created equal, built his capital, and right here where we sit was the largest slave market in America, except for New Orleans. 300,000 persons of African descent passed through here, not freely, but in bondage. Right where you sit. 15 feet below you was the surface. That's how deeply we buried this history in Richmond, Virginia. And it has been our task, our job, to try to resurrect this truth so that we can resurrect our city. That's our full intention. This is the right season to be doing it. For those of you who are still working your way through that, we have a couple more weeks to get there. I want to thank the other commissioners and all those, the mayor, and all who worked to get us to this point. Governor McDonald has really jumped in to help in this situation. We're going to be taking the burial ground for Africans and making it the sacred spot it's supposed to be, without pavement on it. Sooner the better, and we thank the president of VCU for his efforts in this regard as well. And Lumpkin's Jail, which we did excavate several years ago, is just covered over with dirt right now, but this is going to be eventually open as a fully visible site so that we can tell the story. We tell this story so that we and our children can be who we are meant to be, and so that this city can in fact be a city of hope for the world, and so that the promise stated in this flag and in our declaration and by Patrick Henry, which was heard by Gabriel and everybody else in town, so that this promise may be fulfilled, that we can be one people from many nations, that many races.